another week and another plan with me. I was feeling very Pokemon-y, and so I made a Pokemon little mini kit for myself. And those are basically the stickers that I'm going to use. So let's get this thing started, shall we? Slapping down a full box over the Thankful Thought box, right like that. And trying to put the female trainer on top of it, but she was a little bit tall. So then I went and got some washi tape, some blank colors, and started out with the gray. And it was crooked, so then I tried to straighten it out better. And put down the female trainer. Look at her, she's so happy, ready to take on the world. And then put down some light blue. But the light blue was, I don't know, hecka crooked, man. So that was a thing. I tried to cover it up. I'm like, maybe it can look not crooked if I just put the next sticker down straight. Because it's overlapped anyway. Or underlapped, whichever way you see it. But I decided not to now. Just rip it up. Try to line it properly. Try to trim off this tape straight. And then there's a little quote flag that said, just do your very best. And I put down my Araquanid? What is that spider called? I don't know. I give them nicknames, so I never know what their real, like, Pokemon species name is. So that's Dewey. Dewey's telling me to do my very best. And there's an extra sticker. I thought I'd try something new where I would kind of sum up the day in one word. So today was ... and then I can just say like busy or lazy or, you know, fun, whatever. Date covers. This week I tried something new because I've been making tab stickers for my goal planner. I'd rounded up the top corners and I kind of like it. Kind of looks neat. Might do that again. But somehow my headers were all like 1 millimeter too wide. I don't know what's going on. What happened there? And because I like never plan the same way twice, I thought this time I would try putting down my whole morning routine. Like usually for walking my dog, I have a habit tracker in the sidebar or at the bottom. But it's such a tiny heart to check off and doesn't feel as like accomplished as checking off a main checklist box. So I thought, you know what? I'll try just writing it down every day, even if it's boring, and see if that works. My workshop. Teaching people how to draw in one-point perspective. At least I'm attempting to. And these are things that I had to do for that workshop. I think we're already halfway through. Yeah, because it's only 6 weeks, so if I'm already doing 3, we're halfway there. And then for the last section, the other thing that I'm doing is providing drawing prompts for designing character clothing. So I'll give a prompt like studying different wrinkles to visually portray different cloth types. Like leather is not going to wrinkle the same way as silk. So then, you know, I do things like that so people can practice with a little bit of guidance and a little bit of inspiration to kind of just give them a push and, you know, go practice that for 20 minutes or whatever. One thing that I really loved out of these stickers that I designed is this double half box. I can just put down my TV sticker and my meal sticker, and look at that. It's a nice little handy unit. It goes right at the bottom. I didn't know what we were eating for Monday dinner though, so I left that blank. And Tuesday, again, morning routine here. Wow, not centered. My lettering, gosh, I have got to I have got to level up my lettering one of these days. Maybe that will be a video in itself, I don't know. I tried to put laundry there, but I needed 2 checklist thingies, so I'm like, oh well, we'll just put that down and then put laundry in there somewhere else. But first, workshop stuff. Checklist. And then I'll put laundry right there. And then I'll have 2 for my workshop. And 2 for laundry. And that cute little laundry sticker that says "Fill me up" was created by my friend, so I'll put a link to that in case you want to get yourself some cute little washing machines for your planner. And chopping off all these headers that were too long. And it makes that awful edge, like it's all tore, kind of. Shame, really. And I have more June prompts, like I do 5 every week, so I split it up and I do like 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, last one on Wednesday, stuff like that. And it's all the same, it's just for different topics. Like I think one was prints and patterns and, you know, other clothing stuff. My meals, my TV. And you might be thinking, well, why don't you just like put the plate and the TV like directly on the box? Why do you have to put those stickers down every single day? Because you never know what color TV you want to use, am I right? Like sometimes you need a gray TV and sometimes you need a red TV. So that I wanted to keep open. As for the meal plates, I have no justification for that because really all the plates are the same. In fact, I think I want to change some of the plate faces so that I have a little more variety. Wednesday, art class day, so I gotta prep stuff for that. And then for the workshop, it's the last day for them to turn in their assignment. Gotta get in those assignments, people. And then, of course, I have to review those assignments and, you know, answer questions and do that kind of stuff. Couldn't remember what the third thing was, though, so I'm like, okay, we'll post a new prompt. Which is not actually part of the workshop, but it was something. Another header that's going to be too long. And more arrows because I thought I might as well mark down that this is art class day. And what am I going to be doing in art class? I'm going to be doing Finding Dory and Samurai Jack. One more half box at the bottom. Is that what we're doing? I think I was trying to decide what to do with that empty space under Samurai Jack. I think that's a lot of empty white space there. But first, let's just get down the TV and meal sticker. And of course, on Wednesday, I'm gonna watch Epoch Eel, which translates to 2 days, 1 night. And I just stuck a little Rowlet sticker there to kind of fill in that. So now it's Thursday evening or something, and going to do the rest of the week. And, oh yeah, it was art meet on Wednesday. I forgot to put that in, so let's just cover up something that didn't happen and put it with art meet, because art meet did happen. Workshop. What happened to my morning routine, you ask? Well, if you can kind of see on Wednesday, all that stuff crossed out. A lot of it did not happen, so I'm like, okay, that's not working. Let's just change it up midweek. It's fine. Like, why I keep doing something that's not working? So, I didn't, and I switched it up to workshop first. And some things that I had to do for the workshop. And then I realized that I only needed 2 things and tried to peel that up, but it was super sticky, so I'm like, okay, forget that. Let's just get a half box and cover it up and call it a day. So I was spending a lot of the mornings setting up Habitica, which is a productivity app. If you have not heard of it, you should check it out. I think it's kind of cool. It's like old school RPG style. So if you don't know what I'm talking about in that sentence, it's not for you. But if you are totally into leveling up characters and stuff, you should check out Habitica. To do. Classical stretch. Then I had to reschedule my appointment with the dentist because, wouldn't you know it, like, the only day that I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the dentist this day, then work was like, you know what? We're going to have the art show that day at the same time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. So I rescheduled with the dentist. And I got pushed back to August. So that's fine. And then, full box at the bottom. Actually changed Monday through Wednesday to have full boxes at the bottom too, because I didn't really like what I was doing with the little stickers there. So I needed to outline content, course, and calendar for my online business. So that was a thing that needed to get done, and it would take a lot of time. So I'm like, full box that sucker. And then, for dinner, we had steak sandwiches, totally delicious. Was not on the diet, but whatever. And we watched Running Man. I actually got my mom and sister to watch an episode with me because they went to the longest haunted house in the world, which is in Japan, of course, and it's like 50 minutes, like close to an hour to go through this haunted house. Of course, they didn't show the whole thing because then why would you go? But they showed parts of it and it was hilarious, and I don't know, just so funny. And then workshop. What's going on with the workshop, huh? Let's see. Maybe I need a checklist? Oh, only 2 things. Oh, I was smart enough to chop it down first and then stick it on instead of trying to stick it on and then remove it. Training videos, Q&A on the forum, which I guess did not get done. Oh my goodness, this meeting. Yeah, people know, right? Like, meetings are just not fun. So, there was a meeting. And Waktika. And I couldn't remember what I was going to write down. Green smoothie, let's do that. And after the meeting... Actually, no, I think I go down and put down the bottom stuff first, yeah. Because once it gets to the end of the week, I'm like, let's just put in the things I know. Of course, I like totally messed up 5 o'clock to 6:30. I don't know what I was trying to write. It looked like Korean for a second there. But I'm doing posters with the kids. They're designing their own poster as if they had a movie, and then they just put on their own characters and their title and stuff like that. So it's fun. And we had pizza for dinner. My sister makes pizza from scratch. It's so delicious. And I'm going to watch the rest of Epoch Heal, of course, but I didn't write it in. I don't know why. After the Aikido meeting, I needed to go to the grocery store and pick up garlic powder and seaweed and miso paste. So a little miso soup action there. And date covers. Let's put the rest of those on, shall we? Ta-da! Saturdays I make dinner, or I'm supposed to anyway. So I put down my full box and decided to just like slap down the last full box and the last make dinner banner over there because I thought I was going to make dinner all this weekend, but I forgot that my dad likes to cook on Father's Day, which is unusual, I know. Usually, like, if it's your day, you don't want to cook, but my dad's kind of the opposite. Like, if it's his birthday or if it's his Father's Day or whatever, then he wants to cook. So, okay, that's cool. Sunday's also cleaning day. Saturday's workshop day. Another checklist. More headers that are too long. Another checklist. And by this point, I'm just kind of sticking down stickers that are left over. Like, I don't I try to leave as few stickers as possible when I only make a small kit like this, because then where am I ever going to use these diamond headers again? So, yeah, I was just sticking down stickers for fun. Putting down the Rowlet stickers, the Pokemon stickers, the Salandit. I love my Salandit. Those things didn't happen on Wednesday, so I decided to just slap my Sleepy Koala Pokemon over it as an indicator that it did not happen. And then I had one more Rowlet sticker, didn't know where it would fit, where's it going to fit, and I put it up there by the thankful thought box. For the workshop, more stuff, you know, boring. Batching content, forum Q&A, all that stuff. You may notice that I do not have a weekend banner. Like, I am not, you know, claiming to the world, it's the weekend! One, because I, like, couldn't fit it, really. I mean, I could if I tried, but, you know, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I know it's the weekend. I don't have to proclaim it the weekend. And also, like, usually for most people, the weekend is your time off, so you're just like, yeah, weekend! But for me, weekend is probably busier than the week, so it's not great for me to get to Saturday and Sunday. I'm actually thinking maybe this is kind of a wild idea, okay? But changing it so that my planner starts on Wednesday. Yes, you heard right, Wednesday. Because then I would have my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which are my busiest days in town. And then I'd have the other 4 days where I'm at home working on my home business stuff all on one page. And I think that would be kind of great. But it would also be kind of weird to have your week start on Wednesday. So I don't know about that yet. Might try it, might not. Lots of things to clean on Sunday. And then I needed to edit as many videos as possible. But actually I couldn't because Saturday did not go as planned. And that's the problem with planning ahead, is that if I ever put down something that is dependent on the previous day and it doesn't get done, then it's just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Most of the time I just leave it or cross it out, as you can see. So there is my week with Pokemon goodness.